Welcome guys to our documentary. This is Abigail, Phillip, Nafeesa, and my name is Yi. Today we will introduce you to 4 categories: climate change,
Human dam,
Philippines' lack of water,
and why is the seawater salty?
Climate change is one of the worst and most terrifying problems happening in this world. Some people don't realize the dangers and results of this event. Others don't know what to do. You might question what climate change has to do with water, and the answer is mostly everything. When the climate in a place changes a lot, the balance of temperature in the earth will be broken. For example, in 2016, Taipei City snowed. Although people were excited, it is because that they don't recognize what the future is going to be like. Other places like the northern Arctic Circle are not even cold enough for the ice to stay in solid form. This would result in its inhabitants to have lesser activity space and even die. The food would run out and the ecosystem will be heavily damaged. While the ice melts, the water will increase and sea level will rise. According to NOAA and NASA experts, 80% of Miami will be covered by water on the year 2100. Climate change also includes the fact of global warming. In the U.S., Death Valley has temperatures reaching 134 degrees Fahrenheit. While in Los Angeles, it is recorded that about a total of 50 heat waves struck in a day. About 3,000 people died because of heat waves and dehydration in 2015. In Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, the exchange of hot and cold air caused 53 tornado touchdowns in 24 hours. The ice of the Greenland ice sheet melted 50 years of ice in just 3 years during the years 2003 to 2005. The streak of landfalls on this planet due to droughts and floods have increased dramatically. Climate change and global warming have been both happening on this world for a long time. It is up to us who will change the outcome for the future. Factories and fossil fuels are being used by all countries. If the amount of fossil fuels being used is decreased, I think people will live a much enjoyable life. That's all from me. Thank you.
The Philippines are made up of a lot of islands. Although it is surrounded with water, it has problems with sanitizing water and sewage pipes. 55 people die because of waterborne diseases each day, and 20 million Filipinos can't access sanitation and sewage. Only 10% of the population has access to clean water. Out of 101 million Filipinos, 9 million rely on unsafe water sources, and 19 million lack access to improved sanitation. The need of sanitation and clean water is very high in the Philippines, and many people have no access to clean water and improved sanitation. Families that has no water resources near their homes waste a lot of precious energy and time trying to get clean water, and the Philippines are trying to work on sanitation and clean water for people who are forced to live without it. The Ximen Dam is the first dam constructed in the whole of Taiwan, and it has an enormous water slide which assists the dam gate when it's open and water is released into the sea. Therefore, it also produces electricity that enables it to create clean energy. Sea flow it saves up electricity and decreases pollution, which can be harmful for us. The depth is 250 meters deep, just as the deepest part of the sunlight zone where most of the sea animals live between freely. It has high barriers so polluted rubbish does not fly in, as it will affect the cleanness and safety for both the animals and us. The whole dam is around 8 kilometer square area, which is very big in a small country.
You might think that the reason seawater is salty is because, well, it's got salt in it. Anyway, there are many different reasons for salty seawater, and we don't know for certain which reason is correct. Although some of the salt in the sea comes from volcanic vents in the sea and rocks on the seabed, most of it actually comes from the land around us. A big reason is that water in rivers dissolve the salts that are trapped in rocks. The rivers carry the salts off to the ocean, the salt mixes with the seawater, and eventually the seawater becomes salty. And that is the basic summary of why seawater is salty.
Thanks for spending time to watch our documentary, which we worked very hard on. And we hope that you have a better understanding of our topic. Who owns the water anyway? Thanks again and see you next time.